Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everyone, what's up? What's going on? How is everyone doing? Today is Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. We are halfway through the week. I hope everybody is having a good week, having a great day, and enjoying the entertainment as we see it. Now, you guys, yesterday, and before I get into yesterday, a couple of things happened yesterday. Please like and share the video on your way in. Please make sure you subscribe if you happen to be new here. Please and thank you very much. Feel free to donate to the Super Chat for the goals or the Cash Apps or, however you see fit if the spirit moves you. But, hey, Ashton, what's up? Always watching the boosters. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know a lot of times people be too busy to drop down, or they be on the go, or they just like to stay in the clouds, and that's okay. That's all right. But yeah, so please like and share the video on your way in. Now, a couple of things happened yesterday. One of them was trending news. And I know a lot of y'all was probably affected. Like, YouTube was not YouTubing, okay? And I'm over here like, I promise you, this shit happened before in 25? And I promise you the same shit. I was doing the same shit. I was like, what the fuck? What's wrong with my computer? What's wrong with my internet? What's wrong with my Wi-Fi? I'm like, everything else is working. All the other websites is working. I'm checking my Wi-Fi router and everything looks good. I'm like, oh damn, looking at my calendar. Did I pay the I paid the Wi-Fi. I paid child. A lot of people was like tripping out yesterday when YouTube was not YouTubing. But the funny part was, if you clicked on a specific channel or a specific link to a video, it worked fine. It was when you hit the home button that it wasn't working. And so I was like, oh, hell no. After a while, I was like, well, I can still watch videos. I said, so maybe it ain't just me. And then while I'm watching videos and checking out other content, I see other people talking on panels and in chats that YouTube is down, YouTube is glitching, things like that. And I was like, okay, all right. So it definitely wasn't me. But yeah, YouTube was tripping. So when I checked to see what they were saying on the news, they basically said that it was an issue with the recommendation system. When we be in the algorithm, okay, the aneurysms, YouTube will like share your video, recommend your video. And it was something with that system. That's why we couldn't see all the normal videos and the community wall posts and all that kind of shit that we normally see when we hit YouTube. But yeah, it was a widespread outage from here to UK, just all across the world. But they said the most impacted area was the West Coast. So that was like the most impacted area. But yeah, it was bad. And people were like writing into YouTube, y'all better fix this now. You better get on it now. I pay this much every month for this. And and I can't, boy, people was eating YouTube up. I was like, wow. But yeah, they said the issue was recommendation system preventing videos from appearing across surfaces of YouTube, including the home page, which I was just saying, the YouTube app, the YouTube Music and YouTube for Kids. But everything is working. I think it was out for maybe a couple of hours or so, but everything is working right now. And yeah, I did check on my cell phone too, because I was like, maybe it's just my laptop that's having issues, and then I checked my phone and the app was tripping too. But everything is back up and running, so we good, y'all. We good. But just imagine if YouTube really went down or if it shut down. Boy, I don't know what a lot of people would do if they rely on this for their income. If they rely on this to pay all their bills, I don't know what to tell you. I might want to do what Tasha K and people like what's her name down there, ATLian. Start your website, and I'm including myself in that shit because I have a whole website, and I haven't put shit on that website, and I don't know how long. If you go to my website, you probably see some shit that's a year old, and that's sad because I pay for that motherfucker. Okay, like you have to pay for that shit to keep that domain. So I need to find some time. I used to send out letters, not letters, but mailers or whatever the fuck you call them every month. And I will highlight like the key things we spoke about or key things in the news or things going on in my hood, things going on YouTube, a newsletter. I used to send those out every month to people who signed up for my newsletter. So I really got to do better, y'all. I really got to do better. But if y'all been thinking about starting a website too, start a website because you can do like charging people. You can have memberships over there on your own personal website and it's yours. It's yours. Can't nobody tell you what to do with it. And that's one thing I love about my website. Can't nobody tell me shit about what I can do with it over there. I can upload whatever the fuck I want when I want, okay? Long as ain't nobody out here, doing some, despicable ass shit, some illegal shit, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But yeah, if you're thinking, yes, Ashton, if you're thinking about it, find you somebody really good to do your website. I just happened to be able to, when I created thehoodtable.com years ago, it was a lady who was in my church. And she creates websites and that's just like her business, her thing. So she created mine for me and she created it exactly how I wanted it. I want a website that was not traditional, not like no other. It's the Hood Table. It's gonna be a little hood, but still on a professional level. But yeah, she hooked me up. But she'll do it however you want. So just find you somebody you trust with that because technically they do have control over your shit until you finally don't give them control, and then you have to change your passwords or whatnot. But they literally have control over your shit and might need to control it for at least 3-4 weeks. I think my creator had control of mine for about a month because they want to make sure after they set it up, if there's things you don't like or things that needs to be changed or glitches or something like that, they can just go in there and fix it. So yeah, and mine gave me like free services for customer service for like the first month or some shit like that. But after that, I started fucking around and doing YouTube and looking up how to do this, how to do that. I started learning how to do that shit myself. So yep, I run my own website. Be moving shit around, taking shit down, adding shit, all that shit. But yeah, it's kind of nice to have it. But okay, so enough of that. Enough of what happened yesterday on trending news with the YouTube not YouTubing. Now let's discuss the title of the damn show. Y'all, when I say now I fell asleep. I always fall asleep on Lemon. Don't know man like no woman falling asleep on them, but I always fall asleep. Little joke. But hey Andrea, how you doing, boo? I was talking about you last night, just Andrea. I was telling people I don't know if I'm going to be with you tonight on your show because I checked, but I don't think I had heard anything from you. But if you are planning on still going live, please let me know because I told people yesterday that if you do, I'm going to share your link on my community wall so we can go over there and support. But yeah, so just let me know. But yeah, yesterday I was watching Lemon. And the main part of the show that had me in her fucking tang was Snoop, Lady Snoop, Wiley, One-Eye Wiley, and Lemon, and who else was on? There was a few other people had hit Ken Nola had hit the link. Lemon's white homeboy PA, what's his name? PA, the Prince or some shit like that. It was a further Goosey hit the panel. Who else was on the panel? Big Dot was on the panel. You know how it is at Lemon House, whatever he called that shit over there. But everybody was on the damn panel. But the most entertaining part for me, and then after that, I fell asleep. And I went back to it today, and they was talking about something else, and so I just started watching other shit. But what's up, Drip Zone? How you doing, Drip? What up? How you doing, love? You said Snoop. Yes, pleasure, girl. Pleasure, girl. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you in my Lemon voice. If that would have been Snoop on my panel, and y'all know I like Snoop. Snoop know I like Snoop. But Snoop, if that was you on my panel, and you for like 2 hours straight, it felt like wasn't letting me talk. Me and Snoop would have had a fractured YouTube ship. Over here, it was so cringe worthy. I was like, Snoop, let him talk. Snoop, let him talk. No, but no, I said, no, I gotta say this. No, but no. I was like, Lemon was like, but he just couldn't get a word in with Snoop. And I'm like, Snoop, I'm wondering, is she trolling? Do she know she's doing this? Do she know what she's doing? Because Lemon was getting upset. And I was like, y'all gonna have Lemon over there bust a motherfucking brain nerve. I'm like, it was so crazy, but I was laughing my ass off because they had this conversation going, and I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Wait a minute. I don't know how she got into a Big Dot because I thought she was really talking about who was she talking about? Shit. Because they was talking about MU. They were talking about dragons. They was talking about a lot of people. But when Snoop said what she said, and Big Dot hit the panel like, bitch, why you couldn't say that to me when I was up here? I was like, hold up, swell up. Snoop was talking to you. And even Lemon was like, no, Big Dot, she ain't talking to you. She talking about that. She always talking to me. And she was like, yes, I am talking to her. And they started going back and forth. And I guess Big Dot, that's the one that sent like some pictures of herself. Is that true? Because I got confused and didn't think that Snoop was talking about her, because I know that we all seen the Garden of Eden on MU, right? The bush, the burning bush. We all seen, MU, So I got a little confused. I'm like, hold up, she ain't talking about you, Big Dot. But then Snoop and her started going back and forth. I don't know where that came from or stemmed from or whatever. But eventually Big Dot, she just dropped back down, or I don't know if she came back up, but I don't know. What up, Ron P? How you doing? We was just talking about you the other day, how we miss Ron P being in the chats and putting all the timestamps on certain people's videos. Especially those people who be having like 3, 6, I don't want to say 3, like maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15-hour shows. Yes, Ron P, that was Big Dot. I was like, what? Big Dot, you slick girl. Who ain't sending pics? It ain't me. If you want to see my stuff, you're going to have to see it in person. I ain't sending a damn nip pic. I ain't sending a pinky toe pic. I ain't sending nothing. No way. Hell no. These motherfuckers better have you all over the internet. Shoot. Nope. What up, baby Carrie? Hey, boo. Hey, love. And make sure y'all like it and share the video. But I was like, oh, Ron P. Snoop was going off. I was like, damn. Pleasure Girl said, Ron P, tell the truth with Shane the Devil. You didn't time step anymore because the lies are, don't put him on the spot, Pleasure Girl. Oh my gosh, she putting you on the, Ron, plead the fifth. Please, Ron, plead the motherfucking to the fifth. Okay, just the fifth. You ain't even say, just say fifth. Just put 5TH or fifth in the chat. Just plead the fifth. She gonna have you on every damn YouTube commentary wall. Y'all know what Ron P did? That's why he did. Yeah. See, and I didn't know why you did, because I didn't see you around for a minute. So I always wonder, if you were okay, or because I didn't see you around. And then again, I was a little absent for a minute. I was on like a little hiatus. So maybe that's why I wasn't seeing you around a lot, but I did miss that. And I'm not trying to pressure you to start doing that shit again. Because like I said, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it. Putting all them timestamps of all them different content creators, chats and shit. I was like, I hope y'all got run on the payroll. Shoot. Talk about executive assistant. Child, that's like running a whole file room. But yeah, shout out to Ron P. He's one of the best, if not the best, to ever do it when it comes to people holding a wrench. But yeah, so y'all, that little tidbit about Snoop, I don't know if Big Dot, did she go live, or if she goes live, or do she go live if she talked about it or whatever. But the shit with PA, now he was disrespected. He was disrespected the moment he hit the panel. Now, Wiley and Snoop could have been trolling. They could have. But I know Lemon does a lot of fuck shit for content. And it's why he gets a lot of flack and a lot of backlash as well. And criticism. Not always good. Mostly bad. Usually bad. But I couldn't. Man, if it was somebody that I was cool with, I couldn't have them being treated like that. Not on my panel. But see, we have certain content creators who is all about the content. And the more train wreck it is, the more they pipe it up. And the more they let it slide. Because Lemon could have nipped that shit in the bud. But, the dude ain't B-Sector. He's only been coming around for 3 months or so, said Lemon. And, people over here who was on his panel been here forever. So I don't know if Lemon felt like, well, he's fresh meat over here. I'm not going to try to, I don't want to say discipline, but, try to tell these people who I've been knowing for a long time not to say this or not to say that. Yeah, pleasure, girl. You said, sorry, I had to take me a sip of water. I still do try to catch some, especially when there's a lot of action. That's what's up. Again, I ain't trying to say you need to do it again. That is what you call an extracurricular activity. And Pleasure Girl said, Lemon like what was happening. That's why I told people to stop complaining about it. And that's why I said the other day when I titled my live, y'all can get him there. You can help him get his 1,000, help him get monetized. But it's up to Lemon to keep his channels and abide by the YouTube guidelines. But as I was saying, he likes a lot of the drama. He likes to, when he talks about what he does for the B-Sector, we have to admit that a lot of the content comes from Lemon. Even if it be some fucked up shit going on. Even if it be some donkey ass shit going on. We have to admit that a lot of the content that we discuss comes from Lemon. So we have to give him that credit. We do. But we also gotta call people out too when they doing shit that seem to be looks like I don't know why, but I felt kind of bad for the man, and I didn't even know him. I didn't even know him. And Lemon was like, nah, we cool. He cool. He chill. Leave him alone. Why y'all attacking him? Da, 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 da. And the man obviously can speak up for himself. He didn't seem like no scared nigga. He from Pennsylvania. I don't know. He don't sound real proper like no Leave It to Beaver type of motherfucker. You know, they was calling him Macaulay Culkin. That damn Ken Nola. He was like that Macaulay Culkin. Did he ever finally apologize when Ken Nola came back on the panel? Because they was going off on him so tough, and they was like, did you do something for Black History Month? Did you apologize? Did you go out there and do this? Did you do this for Black History Month? And the white dude is like, excuse me? The fuck? Like, it ain't up to the white people to celebrate Black History Month. A lot of them do, but they don't have to. Just like when they celebrate Pride. A lot of people do celebrate Pride who ain't got a gay or lesbian bone in their body, but they celebrate it because they want to. Or, you know, they might have people in their family that are part of the community and they want to support. Just like some white people, they support MLK Day, they support Black History Month, you know, things like that because they want to. They want to support. They might have Black people, Black friends, live in a Black community. They like Black people. They love Black people. Just like some people love gay people, love lesbians, and they love that community. But when they started trolling that man, it was like calling him a racist and all kind of shit. I'm like, oh, he's just over here trying to turn Lemon white. He want Lemon to be white like him. I was like, oh my God, y'all know y'all is doing too much. Y'all is doing too much. Yes, Pleasure Girl. It's like a high from him. It's absolutely like a high. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, yeah. And I was going to get to that, RY. I was going to get to that. That's why I titled my show what I titled it. But hey, what's up, RY? How you doing, love? Have y'all been going live since the last live? When y'all talked about what y'all talked about? Because I don't think I've seen another live from you guys since then. But child, they was going in on this man, and he was put in a spot where he felt like he was probably backed in the corner, and he said some things. I don't know if he maybe meant to say it. I don't know if he was coming off racist. I think he was coming off angry. And sometimes when we come off angry because somebody done pissed us off, sometimes we say things that we might not even really meant to say, and we can't take it back. We can't take it back. We can't. And people have thrown slurs at white people, at Black people, at Mexicans, at gay people. People will get so angry if they're dealing with a certain person, and they'll start throwing slurs because they're so angry and they're battling and they're going back and forth, kind of like how it is in the B sector. But what he said was wrong. He did apologize, but at the same time, I was like, okay, y'all putting this man on in the red seat, in the hot seat, making him apologize when y'all was fucking clowning his ass, dragging his ass, calling him racist and calling him all kind of shit, slurs and everything. Did anybody apologize to him? Did I miss that, y'all? I'll wait. I'm just asking. Because the thing about it is, Lemon be inviting certain people on his platform. So I just feel like this: if you're gonna invite certain people on your platform, if your subscribers thinks that this person might be racist or something like that, but you don't feel they racist, then you need to nip it in the bud. If you don't think this person is racist, that's just like my homegirl Charlie. Now, Charlie been in this sector from the very beginning of time. Charlie been in this sector more than a lot of y'all. And a lot of people call her racist just because she's white. And Charlie ain't never said a racist word on this platform. Never. And I talked to Charlie behind the scenes. She's the same person on here, the same person off here. She's funny. She's loving. She's very smart. She knows a lot of the B sector history better than a lot of us. And she's just here to have fun and kiki just like the rest of us and get commentary. But some people don't like her because she's white. And so I really think that's wrong when you just don't like nobody because of their color. And we say it all the time. It's wrong that y'all don't like us. It's wrong that y'all treat us bad. It's wrong that y'all, but just to judge somebody by the, I mean, it's wrong. It's wrong. But if his guess that he believes is not racist, then he's going to tell people leave him the fuck alone. But you just can't let people just keep on calling this man and dragging him in name and calling him all kind of names and then tell him to just sit there and don't say nothing. People in the chat were saying, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, PA. Don't even speak, PA. Don't. I'm like, the motherfucker might as well not even hit the panel if ain't nobody going to let him talk. And I don't know this motherfucker from a can of paint. I don't know if he racist. I don't know if he ain't racist. But again, a lot of shit that happened on Lemon's panel, it be some fuck shit and he let it happen because it's content, right? So maybe we don't even know if Lemon really thinks he's racist or not. Maybe Lemon don't even care if he's racist or not. You know how people will have people hit their panel and they know the chat doesn't like that person. And so they'll pay to get that person off. And then what does the CC do? They keep inviting that person, keep letting them hit the link so they can keep getting more and more money to drop that person. It's crazy. So I think that might be this type of situation too, where maybe people don't like PA because of something he said or something he did, but Lemon is going to keep on putting him on the panel because he knows it's content. And that's what I think it is. And absolutely, yes, he was wrong absolutely for what he said. And I thought they were wrong for things they said too. So like RNY said, everybody was wrong. Everybody was wrong. Because I felt like I was just like, God damn. And then Snoop, like I said, I like me some Snoop. But she was over there not letting Lemon talk. She was going on and on for like an hour and 23 minutes. I was like, Snoop, let the man talk. Let the man talk. But let's get into the MU and Snoop situation compared it to the Lemon and Lolo situation. Tell me that shit wasn't like cray, y'all. Tell me it wasn't cray, y'all. And let me read y'all comments before we get into that. And I did drop the link just in case anybody wants to hit the link. But you say you great. We'll be live tomorrow. Okay, awesome love. Awesome love. Ron said I was laughing at the whole thing, but yeah, I could tell that PA probably felt bad about it. I could tell that he felt bad about it too. But like Lemon said, I can't make people believe him that he's sorry either. So, and as mad as he was, I would have probably been like, sorry. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'd have been like, sorry. Y'all motherfuckers disrespected me first. Sorry. But anyway, he was still wrong. He said PA has said questionable things before. He said something about hanging somebody before. And yet Lemon keeps him on the panel. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Lemon keeps putting him on the panel. That's why I said Lemon might not or might care or not care if he's really racist or not. He's just doing it for the content. And that's where they say all money ain't good money. I don't know how many times we've heard that around here. All money ain't good money. And what up, QI? How you doing, love? Hey, Mel, what's up, boo? How you doing? You said I didn't realize I was in the vertical live. Yes, I'll be going live on the vertical and the horizontal, child. StreamYard and YouTube allows you to do that. And if y'all monetize, y'all can monetize both of them too. And you can put your goals on both of them too. RY said, I wonder where this outrage was. Dorian ZS was calling Prince X all types of racial slurs on the same exact channel holders. It couldn't be my panel. It's just certain things that I don't allow. I never allowed any slurs. Never allowed any slurs. Never allowed people to drag. I think I heard one time, and Charlie, if she's here, or Mel might even remember if she was there, but one time somebody said something about somebody's mom, I think, and I had to let them go. Because this ain't that type of channel. So you're not going to talk about nobody's mama, daddy, tiptoe granny, nobody's kids. No slurs. No, I mean, we can have fun over here without being disrespectful. That's just how I feel. We all grown. We can agree to disagree. That's how I feel. But that's my platform. That's just my platform. What other people do on their platform, you know, can't tell nobody what to do on their platform. And then when they lose their platform, they out here crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is, child. You said Lemon has allowed a lot of homophobic, misogynistic, and racist people in the sector. Lemon himself is misogynistic member of the LGBTI community. Interesting. Everybody got to fight if they want to be panel host. You caught me off guard with that one. The Mars got the same treatment as PA, and they didn't make a big deal out of it. What else, C. Dupree? How you doing, boo? Did I miss anybody? Snoop was funny, but she wasn't letting that nigga talk. I was like, Snoop, come on now. Talk about, I ain't never known Snoop to try to have a takeover spirit like that before. Now, Dragons, uppity, yeah. Dragons and uppity, yeah. But I ain't never seen Snoop have a takeover spirit like that. I was like, Snoop was not letting that nigga, she wasn't letting Lemon be great. He couldn't explain shit. He couldn't explain shit. And then when he was like, can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk now? Can I talk? She'd be like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. And I'm like, just let him talk. And then as soon as he started talking, here comes Snoop again. Oh, hold on, my nigga. Hold on. I was like, oh, cuz. But oh my God. Ooh. He said he sucks blood from a turnip, I hope. You know how they say people be trying to suck blood from a turnip? I hope that's what you're talking about, QI. Lemon do love all that drama. He don't care. Drop game. I need watch out. Y'all help me out if you can. You been going live, Q? Oh, you been doing shorts? Okay, boo. Lemon was screaming his ass off. And he was like, man, I need a cigarette. Let me go get a cigarette. Charlie fights like Beast Factor. She doesn't need us a cigarette. Absolutely. Okay, Resto is jealous of Lemon Pizza and Lady. Oh. Shit, I'm like, I don't want to be in y'all sector. I'm gonna start my own sector. If I was PA, I'd be like, deuces, it's been real, it's been good knowing you. I don't need to be jumped every time I hit the panel. And if he is talking that type of shit that y'all say he on, then maybe he need to start his own panel. And thank you. Please let him tell him to share the live out, y'all. Like and share the video, y'all, for my moderators get on y'all neck. I got a couple of mods in here. I got my guy Riggs on the block with Riggs. He will be live tonight. Riggs, make sure you drop your link. My moderators, y'all know y'all can drop y'all links whenever the fuck you want to. I know I've been saying that for years, but sometimes I don't remind y'all. But feel free anytime to drop your links. If you're going live, if you have a show coming up, drop your stanky links. Drop them links, okay? But okay, so listen, y'all. Listen, Linda, listen. When Snoop and that damn Lemon was going back and forth about the MU and the low, I said, Lemon. Now, you know, these are two totally different type of fucking situations. And that's why Snoop was on 10 or 17. because she knew, as well as a lot of people in the chat knew, that Lemon, that was not a fair comparison. Her MU falling out over a nigga, her dragging MU, her talking about her drug addiction, drug abuse, whatever you want to call it, drug usage, hobby, whatever you want to call it. Totally different from somebody who has a good friend on here, a good friend that you done went on trips on. Y'all cash app each other, support each other. However, even though one thing for sure, two things for certain, Snoop Dogg was right on. I mean, Snoop Dogg, my bad, Snoop, Lady Snoop. Y'all don't tell Snoop I call her Snoop Dogg, please. Okay. Lady Snoop was right when she said, Lemon, your relationship with Lolo has always been one-sided. And I don't want to say one-sided. I'll say lopsided. Because she been, like Snoop said, she sat on his panel for like the last year or two straight. Damn near every night. She sat on his panel every night. And I'm not talking about like how we have a channel and we have a panel and we might be live an hour or two. We talking about long ass marathon lives, and Lolo will be there every fucking night. And Snoop was like, you ain't never supported her channel like that. So Snoop was right with the lopsided relationship. Absolutely. Now, as far as like relationship with Lolo, they were what they call friends, even though Lemon say they were friends to an extent, which kind of, rubbed Lolo the wrong way. But, they were friends nonetheless. And so some of the things that he did to her, making fun of her, how she walked, of her back, of her being in a wheelchair, of her needing assistance, her can't walk far, her can't keep up with them, how they damn near left her ass in the hotel room to tend for herself the whole time they were in Vegas. I don't know why the fuck Lolo want to go back to Vegas with some of them same motherfuckers. It couldn't be me. First of all, at my age, I wouldn't be hanging around with a whole bunch of youngins off of YouTube anyway. Hell no. I got friends to go out of town with. If I'm going out of town with some young people, it's the young people in my family. Because when we go on vacations, it be cousins, it be aunties, uncles, it be sisters, brothers. We be deep. We be deep everywhere we go when we go out of town. We have like 2 rental cars, 2 SUVs when we go out of town. We be deep. We have suites when we go out of town. With kitchens, refrigerators, and stoves when we go out of town. We don't need nobody sending us no cash yet when we go out of town. But I for damn sure ain't going out of town with some young ass motherfuckers that I done met off of YouTube. Knowing I have I don't want to call it a handicap, but I have some ailments in my body. I know my knees is bad from years of with line dancing with my hip hop line dance team. Matter of fact, I'm making some new shirts for them today because they got to go out of town. There's this convention in Texas. I think it's a cowboy rodeo convention. Some of y'all in Texas, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like a rodeo convention, line dance thingy that's going on down in Texas. Anyway, I got to make shirts for my instructors, but and I'm working on those right now. Matter of fact, can I show y'all one of them? Let me see. And I have to pull up my damn Cricut and all that shit. But anyway, you said Lolo ain't no sweet. Y'all stop. Y'all stop. If Lolo is a swinger, then I'm a madam. Where them hoes at? And y'all, you know what? I can't stand y'all. When was Lolo a swinger? Can somebody tell me? I need the tea. Somebody hit the link. I need the tea on that. But yeah, as far as Lolo though, with Misunderstood and with Lemon kept saying, but you stole her man, you stole her man. And Snoop had to remind people that she didn't in fact steal her man. The man wasn't her man when Snoop was started fucking around with him. And she was messing around with Tommy, what's his name? Tommy Sotomayor. She was messing around with Tommy Sotomayor when Snoop was fucking around with that damn dude. But the comparison was like, no, that's not even a good comparison. Lemon. I was like, what the hell? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do something real quick. Okay. Here we go. Because I want to show y'all something real quick. When I'm girl lit. When I'm girl lit. Hold on, y'all. I'm not looking at the chat. Okay, let me add this picture on here so y'all can see what I'm working on. Damn, now y'all got that boots on the ground in my fucking head. Who was that? Deanna said she was tired of hearing that song. Somebody said they was tired of hearing that song. Okay. All right. So this is the t-shirt that I'm working on. It's some type of rodeo, line dance, convention, something like that. So, and that's the skyline of our downtown, piece of the skyline of our downtown, because everybody got to wear shirts that represent, you know, where they come from and stuff like that. So that's just the beginning of what I'm working on. And my line dance instructor, the main one, who started the group, she's really girly, like really girly, really blinky, really makeup, you know. She's really like dressy, just like my best friend. They really, really girly, like totally opposite from me. So I'm working on some t-shirts for them. So this is one of the images that I'm working on. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. But yeah, let me read y'all comments. What up, Unconscious? What up, Noble? How you doing? What up, TSW? What up? How you doing? What up, Happy Life? How you doing? Who did I miss? Did I Tay baby? Hey, what up, Tay? I know I didn't miss my Tay. You said she said herself she was a part of the swinger lifestyle. Ooh, Lolo. Oh. You know what? I saw that QI. I was like, hold up, swole up. That the people, and then they said that Shaquille sent somebody a redirect too. That somebody was surprised about. But yeah, I saw that. I was in the chat and they said Lolo just sent a redirect. I said, oh, okay, so they cool again. See, that's where you come with all the man. See what I'm talking about. See what I'm talking about. What up, Room Shaker? Hey, what's shaking, Room Shaker? How you doing? You don't like nobody anymore. You don't fuck with nobody anymore. Then you send them a redirect. You still support the channel with all motherfucker don't support your channel the way you supported theirs, and you send them a redirect when y'all ain't even fucking with each other. See, that's why I be saying y'all motherfuckers be y'all boy. The plays. We don't ever know what's real on here. We don't know what's real on here. I'm telling y'all. Y'all like so like the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny. Y'all like we don't know what's real on here. Oh my god. What up, Butterhead? How you doing, love? He said, proud country girl. Can you do Detroit in the background like that? I'm going to try to promote something. Yep, sure can. I sure can. Yep. Hit me up for them t-shirts, y'all. And if y'all local, y'all can get cakes too. Custom decorated cakes. But yeah, it's y'all be doing some things out here, okay? Okay. That's why Lolo was on that pole. Didn't they say Lolo was on that pole on the bus? Didn't we see Lolo on the pole and it was like her back ain't really that bad because she was on that pole? I understand it now. I understand. Oh, some people use it as a way of trolling too. Oh, okay. Well, I ain't gonna troll that way. I ain't gonna troll that way. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But anyway, to each their own, to each their own. But yeah, that was a really bad comparison. People in the chat was even saying that's not a good comparison. Lemon, Snoop and Misunderstood was not friends. They was not friends. And I remember when that shit hit the motherfucking fan. When MU let it be known that she was fucking Snoop's man, what's his name? Don Juan. What's that nigga name? Don Juan? Don something. I can't remember his name, but I know his first name is Don, I think. But when MU said she was fucking that man and she was fucking Tommy Sotomayor at the same time, I was like, y'all nasty. Y'all is nasty. Don Julio, Don Juan. You said laugh out loud, my baby doll, man. You know I ain't got nothing bad to say about Lolo, just like you hood. I ain't got nothing to say about her either. Shoot, I ain't over here dragging. I'm just doing commentary off of what I see and what I hear and what I saw, as usual. And what I remember seeing and hearing was when MU said she was fucking that lady's man. And Snoop said, Lemon said, why was you fucking her nigga? You was fucking her nigga and dragging her. Because the thing was, Snoop said, if she wasn't as a strong person or a really weak person, the shit that Lemon was doing to Lolo could cause somebody to do some harm to themselves. That's what Snoop was trying to say. So Lemon was like, well, if that's the case, the shit that you was doing, like fucking MU's man and dragging her about her addictions and all this kind of stuff, that could have, if she was a weaker person, that could have caused her to harm herself too. So that's why Snoop was trying to say she really wasn't letting Lemon talk, because she was like, no. You ain't gonna compare the two. This is no comparison. Me and her were not friends. I did not know she was fucking this motherfucker until she told me she was fucking the dude who was my man at the time. So you said Wiley put eye down on Lemon and Lemon gave him. Okay, what happened? Our conversation will go to the grave. MU is my baby for real, for real. She is a good person. She probably is a good person. There's a lot of people a lot of good people with addictions. It's a lot of good people that do all kind of shit, y'all. It's a lot of people. You know, it's a illness. So I would never drag her for her illness. I didn't have people in my family who had addictions. Like real bad. Where you couldn't let them motherfuckers in your house. Or you gotta lock everything down if they came over. Because they was leaving with the TV and everything. The TV, the remote, shoot, your cable box, shit, your blender. Just take everything. Shit. Walk out with your couch if you want to. So, you know, a lot of people know people who got addictions. But yeah, so I ain't never dragged MU on here for her addictions. Just doing commentary. Doing commentary on what I heard and what I saw. That's all. You said because the hood like Snoop, we will give Snoop grace in this here chat. Wiley put it down on Lemon. No, that shit was funny. It was funny. It was very funny. I was like, nigga, And Lemon kept trying to press the issue. No. But it was funny. It was funny. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about YouTube YouTube glitch yesterday and just a little bit I saw on Lemon's panel. I didn't watch the whole thing because again I went to sleep. But I do know that Ken Nola was up there, Big Dot was up there. Y'all saw Big Dot and Snoop. Now, y'all have Big Dog. I think I need a nap. I can't get the word dog out my head for some reason. I didn't call Lady Snoop Dogg. I didn't call Big Dot Big Dog. Okay, please don't tell them that. All right, let that go in one ear and out the other. Okay, now let me ask y'all this: has Lady Snoop and Big Dot ever gotten into it before, or was this the first time? Because Lady Snoop was going at her pretty hard over them pictures, sending her pictures around. I know who was that? That other chick that used to hang with Lemon. She sent her tatas. I'm like, what is up with y'all sending these Child, you would think people on here is teenagers. Because you know that's something that teenagers do. They be sending pictures and all that kind of stuff. Like as if they don't know that it could get in the wrong hands, as if they don't know it could be anywhere on YouTube, on anybody's cell phone. Anybody's homeboy can have it. Anybody can have it. Just be sitting. Y'all too trusting on here. Y'all is way too trusting on here. And then the minute y'all fall out with somebody, they talking about what was that? Lemon said she had some ugly boobs anyway. Is that what he said? You done sent a nigga pictures of your tatas and he talking about you had some ugly boobs. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? I don't know, y'all. Y'all got to find other things to do. Other things. Get some hobbies. Go outside and touch grass. Child, anyway, but that's all I got. Now, I know Justin Andrea was in here earlier, and I was telling her that I had told people yesterday that she wanted to go live and discuss the documentary on American Top Model with Tyra Banks. And she wanted to do that today, but I haven't heard anything back if she's still going live, but I definitely wanted to go over there and support her. I did watch it because she asked me to watch it. It's only 4 episodes on Netflix. I thought it was really good. I never really ever watched the Top Model thing because I wasn't into that type of shit. But the behind the scenes documentary on Netflix, that I have to say, especially if you were into that show, that is a must watch. And I seen somebody post something today about Tyra Banks. I think, was it on Facebook or IG? I can't remember. Or it had to be Facebook. But I saw somebody, maybe, no, it was on YouTube. It was on YouTube. I saw somebody post something about Tyra Banks. They said Tyra Banks could not have known the direction that documentary was going to go, that she was a part of. She could not have known. And if y'all watch the documentary on the behind the scenes of the American Top Model, she was sitting there like a deer in headlights when they were asking her certain things. She was like, it was the industry, it was the creators, it was the producers, it was this, it was the writers, it was this. Every fucking thing that went wrong with these ladies. Oh, Carrie, did y'all watch that shit? Did y'all see when that black girl, the girl from New York, the one from New York, dark skin, pretty, she had some strong features, not the average looking, the thing about the Top Model was, as Tyra Banks, I like the idea why it was created, because what they do look for when it comes to models. And Tyra was like, okay, we're going to get the people who are really not model material, but still can be a model. They still look good. They might not be tall enough. They might only be 5'4". They might have a little bit too much weight on them. They might not have the facial structure. You know what I'm saying? And she gave ladies a chance. I like that. But the things they was doing to the girl, like the girl, the dark skinned girl I was talking about from New York. She was the only one too from New York, I believe. And what they did to her hair after she got on the show, what they did to her hair, they cut her hair off and made her bald. Like, now her hair wasn't that long to begin with, but they just took her hair and they didn't know what to do with it. The people who were doing her hair, like, how the fuck you gonna have some people doing hair and makeup and they don't know how to apply makeup on a black woman and they don't know how to do their hair? Tyra Banks, that you just lost a whole bunch of points right there for me. Because ain't nobody fucking with my hair and you don't know how to do my hair. You don't know how to mess with this kinky shit. Make it straight if I need it straight. Make it curly if I need it curly. Child. They did, yes. I know. They do a transformation, but she did not like her hair, and she didn't even say nothing about it. And I was looking like, bitch, you ain't got no hair as it is. You just let them cut you bald, child. Fuck that shit. Naomi Campbell's on the Epstein. Girl, everybody on the Epstein file, just like everybody was at the Diddy parties. Don't nothing shock me no more. Don't nobody, I won't be surprised if the next people thrown out there is Beyonce and Jay-Z for doing some shit. They did bully them girls. They did bully them girls. Absolutely. It was crazy. And Tyra sat right there. Right there. I was like, damn. But anyway, I thought it was pretty good. But y'all can watch it yourself if you want. I'm on my hour, y'all. I did my hour today. Be careful of people who want to be stars. So I always say QI. I don't know if you heard me say this before, but me and my sisters used to be in a girl group called Nubian Voices back in the Gap. Just some hood group. But we had visions, we had dreams of being stars. We did talent shows and all that shit. Of course, we sung in church. Everybody grew up singing in church. But when I look back at all the shit that a lot of the stars went through, the ones who made it and the ones who may have been one-hit wonders, like, I'm so glad. I am so glad. And I remember when my baby was born, my grandbaby, and everybody kept saying, oh, he's so cute, he's so gorgeous, he's so this, he's so that. Y'all need to sign him up and get him a manager and get him on commercials and all that type of stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I think he could definitely make it, but that's his mother and father's decision. And my son was like, nope. He said, nope, because I would have to be with him every second of every day of every minute, because they ain't going to do the shit to my child like they done to a lot of other children in the industry. They're having them growing up outside, homeless, on drugs, and all kind of shit like that. People done touched them, passed them around, stole their money, just all kind of shit. My son was like, nope, not mine. I was like, I ain't mad at you. Because I sure wasn't going to pressure him, because I see the shit. You know, a lot of us who do commentary on shit like more than the B sector, and those of us who keep our eyes on the headlines and the news, we see that shit all the time. These children, and some of these kids, they see the lights and the glamour and the money and the gold and the silver and the diamonds, and they will let people take advantage of them. Hell, grown people let people take advantage of them. Look at all these documentaries. Shit, nope. And y'all know about all these Epsteins and all these kind of things like that. I told y'all before. Look up Franklin Credit Union scandal. That was one of the first scandals among that type of activities, like the Epsteins, traveling and flying kids out to places all over the world, from DC to everywhere. A lot of big wigs were involved with that. The Franklin Credit Union was a bank here in my city years ago, and the president or owner of the bank, he had his hands in all kind of shit with some of the biggest well-known people in the United States. And they were taking kids from what is that place called? Oh God, now I can't think of it. Hold on. Let me think. What is the name of that place? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I hate that. Hold on. Cause I hate when I get stuck on something and I can't think. Oh yeah, and those of y'all who came in, please make sure you like and share the video on the way in, please, and thank you so very much. I appreciate it. It was like a school for boys. It was a school for boys. What's the name of that damn school? Somebody in here probably know. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Okay, yep, it was foster children involved. Boys Town. There it is, Boys Town. I knew it was a place for boys. Okay, it was Boys Town. So it's this place called Boys Town. And it started off as a place for boys back in the day. It started off in a place for boys, runaway boys, kids who misbehave at home, misbehave at school, always getting kicked out of school, in and out of juvie, things like that. So that's what it was called, Boys Town. And so the Franklin Credit Union, the directors, the owners, people like that, they was taking kids from this boys town. Now, mind you, it started off with just a boys home, but eventually they started allowing females there too. So it's females there and boys, all underage kids. They was taking these boys and these girls, boys and girls. And if you look it up, there's a lot of documentaries, even on YouTube, of these grown people now who was talking about their story when they were a child and when they were trafficked. And they were trafficking these boys and girls from Boys Town here in my city. And it was all ran and affiliated by this one bank here in the hood. And when I say the bank was in the hood, it was the only bank like literally deep in the hood. And it was called Franklin Credit Union Scandal. So if y'all looking for some real life crimes, some scandals along the line of the Epsteins and things like that, child, they was flying these kids all over to do all kind of things. And then flying their ass right back home and taking them back to the boys' town. Yep, sure was. Look it up. I kid you not. It was the biggest credit. It was so bad where people here was even scared to talk about it because there was people coming up missing. There was people dropping from planes. People who were supposed to testify. Like how old boy was in jail, and they say people don't believe that he was that he did that to himself, that he think higher powers had him taken out. People were afraid to talk about it here. The people who live here was afraid to talk about it. That's how bad it was. Yep. So it's crazy. Oh no, Boys Town. No, Boys Town here. Now it might be a Boys Town there too, because I think there probably is. It might be a national thing. It might be. I'm not for sure. Don't hold me on that. I'm not for sure. I just know it's the Boys Town here. I only know about my hood. But yeah, the Boys Town here. It used to be in North O, and then like years later they built a much bigger, nicer, fancier one. And it's way out west. This is probably about a good 30, depending on traffic, it might be a good 30 to 45 minutes from me. Yep. But yeah, it was a big, major scandal. All kind of executives, all kind of people was being arrested. Yep, it was crazy. So yeah, nope, nope, nope. But hey, Room Shaker, thank you for sharing the video. Yes, please make sure you like and share the video. Bill Gates, Minute Maid, there are a lot of corporations that fund missing children and women. Save the innocent. Save the innocent. Yes. Pay very, very careful attention to your children. Like I told y'all yesterday, when I was, or was that yesterday? Yeah, when I was covering the Yusuf shit and that 15-year-old boy or however old he is, and how I was telling y'all when my sons were teenagers, damn near to the age of 18, I had the passwords to all their social medias, and I would jump in and out them bitches like hops, like double dutch, bitch, like double dutch, bitch. I was jumping in and out they shit like double dutch. What's that you talking about? You over there cussing on Facebook? What you say, nigga? You better delete that post. Like I was in they shit like tough until they got like damn near 18. And as long as I'm paying for this motherfucking phone bill, shit. And my youngest son, his dad paid for that phone bill. Shit. Me and his dad, we did not play about the phones, and the social media will take that motherfucker real quick. Nope. Shoot, they had group chats, team chats, all kind of chats. I was all in that shit. Sure was. You got to be nosy. Fuck all that shit. Well, I don't want to be. You know how some people got kids, the kids that don't want them in their room, don't want them searching their room, don't want to. You tell that motherfucker you a whole suitcase away. It's gonna be my way or the highway. Shit, you a whole suitcase away. Nope. Not as long as you live under my roof and I'm feeding and clothing and housing your ass, paying for your phone and your sports and everything. Shit. If I want access to your phone, I'm gonna have access to your phone, or you're gonna have no phone. That's how that shit went. You're gonna have no phone. Which do you prefer? Phone, no phone. Easy. Easy. Real easy. I don't think nobody said he was B sector, but a lot of people in B sector, but they get a lot of love over here and they get a lot of support on their channels. That's just how it goes. We welcome anybody in. We welcome anybody in and try to help them get to the top of the food chain. Yep. But anyway, okay, I'm about to get off of here because I need to make me something to eat. And I need to see what else is going on. I know 2 people are going live tonight. I know Riggs is going live at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. No, that's on Sundays. Hold on. What time is Riggs going live? Hold on. Let me see. Big Rig Slaps. Did he schedule it? Oh, yeah. So it'll be tonight at 10 p.m. Central, 8:10 p.m. Pacific. So he'll be live on his channel at 8:10 p.m. Pacific. Let me go ahead and grab his link. There you go. All right, so that's Big Riz. That's the link to his show tonight. The show is titled. Damn, I just lost it. Oh, the show is titled LaRusso signs 2 Rock Nation and Mika airs out Antone Daniels. Micah or Mika. I think that might be Micah. Airs out Antone Daniels. But yeah, that's scheduled for tonight. So that's Big Red Slap, his link. Make sure you support him. I support him. He supports me. We have a show together every Sunday called From the Block to the Hood Table. And we flip-flop from my channel to his channel every Sunday. So please support my guy, Big Red Slaps. And join us over there tonight. If anybody else is going live anytime soon, let me know. But yeah, that's all I got, y'all. You said, thank you, Ron P. And it's always so good to see you. It's always so good to see you. Oh yeah, QI. We never played that shit back in the day. Oh man, QI. Man, I remember that shit like yesterday. People trying to hit panels. People would try to hit our panels from different sectors and we would drop their ass. Like drop their ass and block them. We would drop and block and drop. And then cuss their ass smooth the fuck out. That's how it used to be back in the day. Shit, you didn't have all these niggas, all these stranger danger. You done had them all over your panel and in your chat back in the day. Shit, when no Umar boys came through here and they was in my chat trying to hit my link, child, please. Child, please. And I would hear some of them say sometime, I don't think the hood table like me. I don't think the hood table like me. I don't know you. I don't know you. And I didn't like how you guys came over here. Trying to make it rain over here. Everybody ain't money hungry like that. Money don't move me like that. So it wasn't that type of party over here, not at the hood table. You can sit and watch, but you wasn't about to be on my panel every fucking night. Shit. Trying to get known, clout chasing and all that kind of shit. Shit. Not like I'm the one to clout chase on because I have like some of the lowest numbers in here. You said, ooh. Is that who we talking about? I don't think it's her because the name is spelled differently. The name in Rig's title is Micca. And unapologetically Mika, her name is spelled differently. So I don't know if that's the same person. I don't know, child. I didn't even know unapologetically Mika even was a content creator. I didn't even know that till just recently. When people were saying Mika this, Mika that, Mika this, I didn't even know that's who they were referring to. You said she's a traitor. Oh Lord. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I missed the QI. QI, why you don't go live? Girl, as many videos and lives that you be watching, you see everything down there. You know everything. You could be doing commentary on this shit as well. Shit. I always say a lot of these damn subscribers, they know more than us CCs. They see everything. They be everywhere, just like a lot of us. Sure, sitting on people's channels all day, every day. Might as well just make your own damn channel and make your own damn money. Shit. And see, I never was a subby first. So when I first hit YouTube, well, of course, you know, back in the day when YouTube was just about how to do this, how to make this, how to grow this, how to bake this, how to fix it. You know, that's what mainly people went to YouTube for. Then they start doing the videos, and then, you know, there's other things, you know, start, you know, trending on YouTube. And that was just the thing to, you know, be on YouTube. But as far as like subbing to people and shit like that, when I started watching people back in the day, I started watching like who was it? Of course, Michelle ATLian. I can't even think of a lot of people I watched regularly way back in the day like that. Like we do now, how we watch people every day. It wasn't like that for me. I would hear somebody say something like, you know how somebody would post something maybe on Facebook and it'd be like a YouTube link. And so I would go over there to see what was going on. And some people would post stuff on YouTube, on Facebook, and a lot of the times it was like TV show reviews. Then I would go over to the YouTube channel to watch whatever was posted and shared. So then I started watching certain people because they were doing YouTube videos on commentary on TV shows. And while I was watching, I was like, man, I think I could do something like that. because I used to hate, you know how you be watching a game show and the person be giving the wrong answer, you be sitting in your living room jumping up and down because you got the right answer every time. And I was watching people who was like giving out bad information, saying the wrong people names, mixing up storylines. I mean, I think it's gotten better over the years, but when people first started doing that shit, I was like, I can do that shit. And I literally just clicked live one day and created me a channel and started doing TV show reviews. And that's how I got started. And while I was doing those TV show reviews, of course, when you're on YouTube, YouTube recommends all these different videos from you. So I got recommended to Kaya, and I always like Kaya, my neck, my back. I've always been a big Kaya fan. So when I found out Kaya had, Kaya had Facebook, and I followed Kaya on Facebook for a long time. Her sitting down there on that red couch, doing her whatever, being a comedian or whatever, talking shit about people. And so then she got on YouTube. So I follow her on YouTube. And then she ended up hooking up with the T.S. Madison. And that was my way before I got into the B sector. That was how it is. And I know I always say it sounds cliche, and people might think it sounds cliche that a lot of people in the B sector, their earliest memories, besides like the Gap, were from Mother and Nika and BBW, and some of them are from Chelsea, some of them. But other than them, going way back, a lot of us go back as far as the Kaya and Maddie shit. So it just happened. It just naturally happened. And people started arguing and fighting and doing commentary and talking shit about each other, and it just naturally happened. It was crazy though. But yeah, I think my most, I don't want to say fond or memorable moment, but one moment I'll never forget was when Mona Simone faked her death with the assistance of her then wife. I'll never forget that shit. And the whole time I was sitting there saying, I don't believe it. It was April 1st. It was April Fool's. I didn't believe it at all. And I said it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And after we found out it wasn't true, I was like, what did I tell y'all? I said I didn't believe it. And she lost so many, man. She was one of the highest subbies. She had most of the subbies. She had a lot of subbies back then, a whole lot of subbies. And she lost damn near all her subscribers. Damn near all her subscribers. Child. But anyway, that's that on that. I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. Please, if you haven't already liked the video, please make sure you like and share the video, please, and thank you. Shout out to those who did already share the video. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to y'all who did like the video. I appreciate you guys. And if you want to donate to the commentary, feel free to send a cash app to $TheHoodTable402 or send a super chat. But other than that, you guys, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye.